Hey, it's Amber. Today I'm going to be reviewing and comparing two tanning products. One you can find in salons, which is the Hempz Touch of Summer Daily Moisturizer. The other one you can find in drugstores, which is the Jergens Natural Glow. So basically, I have been using the Hempz Touch of Summer for probably over a year now. Since last summer I was using this and I really liked the results that I got. They weren't very noticeable. It was kind of a gradual thing. It wasn't like you're really tan and then it fades off really quickly. So I really like this product and I feel like it's moisturizing. The only thing I don't like is it has a really strong tanner smell, which, you know, that self-tanner smell you just kind of can't get rid of. But I overall really liked this product. I was satisfied with how it wore off and everything. But I felt like I kind of topped out or capped off of how much color I was getting out of this because it's for fair skin. So I decided I was ready to bump up to like the medium. So I saw this at the drugstore and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a chance and see how it compares. So I bought the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer in medium to tan skin tones. And it was a 25% more, so you can definitely see a difference. This one retails for $18.50. This one was like $9. So, I mean, really half the price for this. I'm like, that's worth it, you know, to let people know if it really works just as good. So this one's supposed to be revitalizing. Color's supposed to last 2 times longer. And right away, I noticed the smell was a little tad less tanny. Now, it still does smell like a sunless tanner, but it's like not quite as strong. And I felt like both of these go on smooth. They both are colorless when you put them on. And it's not like an immediate like, oh my gosh, I just got tanned or whatever. It's still gradual, works the exact same way. You just put it on every day and it slowly gets tanner. I didn't notice that either of these products like, you know, got in my fingers and got all like, you know, sometimes when you do tanners and you don't get it in your fingers very well, it didn't collect on my knees or my elbows or any weird places. So I felt like both of them, the coverage was better, or coverage was good. Now I did notice this was darker than that one, which makes sense because this is a darker color. The only thing that I noticed, like the next day, is this has shimmer in it. So I was a little surprised just because the Hempz does not have any shimmer. So if you do not like any shimmer, I would go with Hempz. Now, the shimmer will wash off. So if you're using it every day and then you rinse off, like the shimmer will go away. But right after you use it, like if you're using it every day, you're going to have some shimmer. Now, it's not like full out like disco ball glitter, but it definitely is shimmery. I don't even know. I'm going to put a little on and see. You can tell. So this one is quite thick, and you know when you put it on, it is like creamy, and I make sure I like take it up my hands, and I try not to stop at my ankles so there's not a weird awkward line. But yeah, it's just the slightest little bit of gold glitter, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but I mean it's not horrible. It doesn't bother me, so might not be that big of a deal. Now I did notice this wore off a little bit more than the other one. Like on my legs, I hadn't used it for about a week, and it was like the teeniest little bit of like that little cracked, you know, alligator skin, but just a little bit. Like if I just put another quick coat on, it was gone. So I don't know if it would have been noticeable. It wasn't like these huge flakes of chunky tan coming off, but I did notice it a little bit where I didn't notice it with the Hempz. But that could be just due to the color being a little bit darker. And I didn't feel like I was married to this as in I had to put it on every day. I mean, sometimes I'd be really good put it on every day, and then sometimes I do it a couple times a week. And I mean, on my arms, I never really noticed the scaliness. It was just on my legs where I didn't do it for a week. But I feel like if you just would have exfoliated, it would have taken care of it, or you could have just added another layer. So that's kind of my opinion on the Jergens Natural Glow versus the Hempz. I think they're both great products, but I think for the price, you're good to go with the Jergens if the shimmer doesn't bother you. So basically that's it, and I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!